Thank you for visiting the Coin Lady channel again. Dear everyone, if you're an investor, you should tune in on Saturday, May 11th, to hear the arguments surrounding the SEC's lawsuit on Bitcoin. The amount of interest consumers had in purchasing XRP can alter on Friday, May 10th, due to the lack of news regarding the case between the SEC and Ripple. After the appropriate procedures were completed and the court had determined the penalty that Ripple would face for violating the United States securities laws, the dispute was finally resolved. Investors are still required to hold off until the court rules. Despite investors' hopes for a positive settlement, the SEC's response brief offered them little cause for optimism. Keep in mind that the SEC has maintained its call for harsh penalty and its desire to halt the selling of XRP to large investors. I believe. In the long run, the outcome of the court's ruling on idle contracts will have considerable impact on car contracts. Regarding income, these contracts will no longer generate any spending or profits. In contrast, the SEC intends to contest the ruling regarding the programmatic sales of XRP. Due to a recent court ruling involving Terraform Labs and the Securities and Exchange Commission, this appeal could lead to cryptocurrency market volatility due to its failure to register Trout and Luna. The judge that oversaw the prosecution in the case stated that Terraform Labs' Duchuan had committed a violation of the law. Besides maintaining tabs on the ongoing conflict between Coinbase and the SEC. Also, investors should keep an eye on the SEC action against Ripple. The outcome of this case could have far-reaching consequences for digital assets in the U.S. economy. According to Coinbase, it's the SEC regarding Friday, May 10's application for interlocutory appeal. In response to Coinbase's application for interlocutory appeal, the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, detailed its reasoning for rejecting Coinbase's requests for rulemaking, citing its prior actions against crypto asset securities. In their view, the fact that the SEC has taken action against those securities does not automatically obligate it to grant Coinbase's request. Their belief in their ability to bring claims under the current laws is suggested by their decision to enable these enforcement proceedings. In addition, the SEC has acknowledged that the courts presiding over these instances have concurred with its stance. They highlighted the fact that the judicial system is conducting an impartial investigation, in contrast to Coinbase's assertions that the enforcement measures amount to an illegal effort to gain power and that our agency's strategy is exaggerating their importance. According to Coinbase, the agency is trying to make a big deal out of nothing by requesting an interlocutory appeal. In the court system after Judge Catherine failed to reject the majority of Coinbase's motion to dismiss. There were allegations that Coinbase was involved in the undeserved registration of securities as a middleman. Furthermore, the charges leveled against the company were not dismissed by Judge Philip. The points put up by Coinbase in their MTD indicate that the Bitcoin exchanges cannot be regulated by the Securities and Exchange Commission, as per their claims. If the court rejects Coinbase's request for an interlocutory appeal, it could put downward pressure on the price of XRP in the market. In the event that the SEC prevails, this might be detrimental to the market. By making a decision, it might improve its capacity to track the U.S. digital asset market. If the SEC is successful in its enforcement actions, it will lend credence to the idea that cryptocurrencies should be considered securities, which could explain why XRP's price is staying relatively stable. The fact that it is still trading below the 50-day and 200-day exponential moving averages is a strong indicator that it is likely to continue sliding downwards. However, when considering the market could be significantly affected by the ongoing discussions surrounding the SEC versus Bitcoin lawsuit, so investors should closely monitor any breaks in these trend lines. If these lines are broken, it could signal a move towards the 50-day exponential moving average, with a chance of hitting the 200-day EMA. Additionally, the resistance level at $0.51739 should be carefully monitored. Contrarily, if XRP drops below $50, it might be pushed down by sellers, leading to a test of the $48 support level. You could get one of these results. At its current 14-day relative strength index value of 40.96, XRP is likely to extend its decline below $48 before reaching the oversold level, There are bearish price trends in XRP because it is still below the 50-day and 200-day exponential moving averages on the hourly chart. With this evidence of downward price movements in hand, bulls may be able to test the 50-day exponential moving average. An opportunity for the bulls to challenge the average would present itself if these trend lines were to move upwards. As the 200-day exponential moving average coincides with the $0.5361 resistance level, it is important to note that selling pressure may intensify around this level. If it is successful, breaking over the 50-day moving average could indicate a push towards the resistance level of $53.61. Everyone involved in the trading session should keep this in mind. Next, you must determine if the price of XRP drops below $50. Perhaps this is a sign that it will keep going down until it hits the $40 mark. It's possible that XRP will fall to the $48 level before hitting the oversold zone. A reading of 3,732 for the 14-day relative strength index is in line with this. This suggests that XRP might fall below the $48 mark. Deal with just so you know, this piece isn't meant to give you legal, tax, investment, financial, or any other kind of advice, it's just meant to give you some facts. The major goal of this piece is to enlighten readers about the fact that Ripple's price has been very volatile in the last several weeks, fluctuating anywhere between $0.5132 to $0.4168. The latest technical analysis suggests that no discernible trend is developing at the moment. The future of XRP's price is still uncertain, and this is just one more reason why. A number of technical indicators, including the amazing oscillator and relative strength index, have dropped below their middle lines. The relative strength index and amazing oscillator are both signs that the bullish momentum may be starting to fade, which might lead to more selling pressure. This shift suggests that pessimism in the market sentiment may be setting in. This appears to be taking place despite the fact that the Bitcoin market is still very volatile. Well, that concludes our video. As always, I'd appreciate it if you could subscribe and leave a comment with your opinions. Muchas gracias, depart.